see him. I got a little Zapper cam. Zapper, you okay? You haven't eaten any of your food. Come, buddy, it's right here. Yeah. Welcome back to From the Lab with Flux Pavilion. This is going to be the last From the Lab for a little while. I think this is a... Let's have a little look. How many have I done? 23. So, yeah, I'm going to stop. I need to finish my album, and I don't get to come to the studio as much at the moment. So I can really do with this time back to get to work. Yeah, the stream is kind of about being creative for me. Like coming in here and kind of pressing record and seeing what happens. Because that's the bit that we never really get to share. Like going through a song that already exists. It's quite a common thing that producers do. And like today I'm going to work on a song which is cool because it needs doing, and it might be fun to watch, but for me it's not really the bit that I want to share, just because it feels like work more than the actual the moment of creating something from silence. So yeah, I don't really have the mental space to keep working on new songs because I've got to finish all of the album songs. So I'm going to take a small break. I'm going to continue to do the isolation sessions on Friday with my modular. So yeah, so the stream's not going to end completely. But yeah, these Monday used to be Monday modular. So now we've got Friday modular sessions are ending. And instead we're going to upload all of the previous ones. So yeah, there's another 28 hours of stuff to upload. And yeah, today it's just me and the dog. Zapper, what's going on? He seems pretty tired. I have to carry him here in a backpack. I've got a dog backpack. And it's all uphill on the way home. So I've got a cycle here. So I've got to cycle home with all that extra weight. That extra 1 kilogram of weight. Yeah, and how you can tell if you can tell on the camera how small he actually is. Like that's maybe the size of 2 of my hands. What a dog. Yeah, yeah, I only had him for 2 or 3 weeks. This is his first time actually being in the studio for a length of time. Come on, get your ear out of that water, mate. Yeah, I'm distracted. So yeah, to get ready for the album, I'm working on one of the tracks. So yeah, last week I pretty much finished the Every Cable Goes Somewhere track, which I started on the stream. And then this is the other one that I started on the stream as well, called Twitterbird, which I made using the keyboard that I made from Twitter. I basically asked people to send me single notes. yeah, I'm gonna have to write another song with this. It's really, really cool. I actually completely forgot that I was streaming for a second. There's one that's like it's got loads of vibrato. Ooh. Oh, I think that was it. That one. So yeah, I made a song with this, and it's gonna go on the album because it works really well in my set, and it's just a really nice piece of music. So let's have a listen to it, and then I'm just gonna spend the next couple of hours adding bits. To be honest, this to me feels done. So anything else I add is just like extra stuff. So yeah, a couple of hours of working on it is never gonna hurt. This needs an ending. That's something. But yeah, I think this is great. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy my music in front of people. It always feels like a weird thing. I play to myself like, yeah, it's alright. But yeah, I really fucking love this. It's great. It's not a hit, but I don't know if I really write hits. I evidently don't. I haven't really had any hits, and everything that's been kind of either a sleeper, like Emotional, no one really gave a fuck about when I first released it. It's not like no one gave a fuck about it. That sounds like I'm being hard on myself or whatever, feeling sorry for myself. No, like it wasn't. Like there's no fanfare. Like no charts. Didn't get really played on the radio. There's no buzz, but I mean I knew and we all knew it was just a great track. And when Matthew Comer sent me the vocal over, it's since become a really good friend. And just amazing. So I knew that was a good song, and then now 4 years later, it's like one of my most popular tracks. But at no point was there any like fanfare about it, and that seems to be the case. Like I Can't Stop didn't really get big until about a year after I released it, I think. I kind of never really had that big moment. There was a little while where things seemed pretty spicy, pretty hot. But generally, I just kind of write a song that I feel really good about, and then they just sort of float out into the universe, and people connect with them, like in their own time. And so that's like a hit in the Flux Pavilion world. And I don't even know, this doesn't feel like anything I've really done before, so it's actually really hard to tell. This to me is probably one of my favourite records that I've written for the album. But then it's just this really niche. The feeling that it evokes in me is like JRPG, fantasy, it's like a certain moment in the game. It's like love, but really specific to a Final Fantasy type kind of context. It's like I'm thinking of Final Fantasy VIII, and there'll be like a cutscene in the middle with Squall and Renoa. I remember the ballroom dancing scene, and it'll be something like that. Like Renoa is captured, and Squall needs to go save her, and this song is playing over a video of him realizing how much she means to him. It's like in that moment where now she's lost, that it's like the love is exploded from him, or like it's like bloomed, and he's getting loads of power from it. And it's like there's something in that sort of scene that this song paints that picture for me, which I really like, because it's kind of one of my favourite sort of vibes. So I have no idea if it will if that will translate to a wider audience, or maybe they'll just be like, whoever likes Final Fantasy VIII will like this track, or you'll get your own vision from it. I think that's the fun thing. But I'm super happy with this track. But I don't even know what to do to it, to be honest. There's one bit in the middle. I play a bit of guitar when I play live over this bit, so I'm thinking about potentially recording something like that in. Yeah, check this out. I was working on a track earlier before the stream, a collaboration I'm doing with Chime, and I made this sound. fans of the stream, friends of the stream. It's kind of a tone that I always go for, but I think it's a good version of it today. Sounds especially good with these chords. So. Yeah, that's the chords for friends of, well, the bass player is a good friend of mine in UB40, which I imagine I've got quite a lot of American followers. I don't know how big UB40 was over there. But yeah, they did a cover of an Elvis track. That's it, Falling in Love with You. I think that's the chords. So this is what happens when I don't really have any ideas. That's why I'm pausing the stream, because I need to finish these songs, and the song's kind of already finished. But yeah. I think that'll work if I kind of double it out a bit. Feels like a back later. Let's play in what I actually play. So yeah, so this patch is pretty cool. It's kind of got everything on it. It's basically guitar and through an octave, I think. And then this thing, which is a modulated delay. And then 2 more delays of reverb. Subtle. So when I play my live show, I can play it over the top, a lot louder, and it'll be supported. Because I like it in the live show where it sort of takes front and center, but it doesn't necessarily need it in the song. But yeah, that's a nice kind of little addition. This could have a little bit more life. I think there's a quick harp in there. Could be louder. Yeah. It's the only preset I ever really used that someone else gave me. It was Schism for the jump back track that we did together. I think he just left it on my computer, and I was like, I can't be fucking bothered to make that. He did. And it's not that great these days. It needs lots of processing. But at the time, when I was just using massive sawtooth waves, which I still actually do now, yeah, it's solid. But for this, it's good. I feel like it could be fatter. So maybe I'll just saturate the bottom a bit. Like that. Asking for my help with his music. Well, what the fuck do you think this is? I ain't showing what I do for nothing. This is production help, I guess. If you want specific help with a song, then firstly it has to be great, and yeah, but I probably wouldn't anyway. Don't really do that. To be honest, I kind of write my own music. Do work on some other bits and pieces, but yeah, I was gonna say give me loads of money, but I don't even think I would really do it for money. I don't know how much. It's the thing, I do this for money, but it's like I really invest a lot into music, so to just invest that and give it away to someone, It's just yeah, it's like I wouldn't know how much to charge, because like how much would I charge on what I'm doing now? So I'm just sorting my mic out. It's like I put way less effort in, probably, and then it wouldn't be anywhere near the same. Yeah, an interesting thought. I don't know how I would help, because I only really know how to write my own music. And if I help with your music, then it becomes mine, if that makes any sense. Which is, I'd prefer to invest the time in my own stuff. I guess I do have some production tips and tricks. But yeah, if you want help with your song, from me specifically, I don't really profess to know much, then yeah, watch the stream, because you are doing the exact thing that's on offer, basically. But yeah, or give me £1 million. That'll do. I'll make anything you want for £1 million. That seems like a good price. Is that selling out? I guess it is. But now I'd have £1 million. Should be pretty fucking awesome. Depends on what it is, I guess. Is it selling out if someone paid me to write a dubstep track? A dubstep banger, which I don't really do anymore, but I still kind of obviously have all the thoughts in there. Someone paid me to make dubstep, and I got £1 million for it. Is that selling out? Because have been well known for that style, but it kind of is selling out, because I'm selling my music. But if I made this and sold it for £1 million, so selling out isn't necessarily about the money. Selling out is about the content. So someone can make loads of money, but with their own content, and it's not selling out. Never really thought about it much before. I had about a year where people were telling me I sold out because I wrote Bass Cannon, and it's like, have you even fucking listened to it? Firstly, where's the give me money? If I'm selling out, give me some cash, please. Like, I guess it helped benefit my career, so there's profit to be had in that. But specifically, I don't think that song really brought home the millions. But yeah, people said I'd sold out because the radio started playing it, and I was like, but you like the song? They're like, oh, I did like it before radio started playing it, before you sold out. I was like, well, I haven't done anything. The only thing that's changed is the radio has played a song that you liked before, so how am I sold out? Maybe because I let them play it, but it's like, I gave up on the whole sellout conversation at that point. I'm like, this seems like trash. Make what you want, and hopefully get money for it. Congratulations if you get some money. Anyway, back to this. Can you see I'm stalling for time? I don't know what to do. What shall I do? Was it that I didn't like about this? The blend between these two bits, it just sort of like, the build up all of a sudden just sort of starts. I was thinking I wasn't thinking about doing that, but that actually could work quite nice. But like having it really wet in the delay. Yeah, that's actually quite nice. Bigger kind of sweep there as well. there. For some reason it stopped recording. That's weird. God damn it. Oh, it stopped recording at the end of the loop. What a fucking prick. That was a good build up there. Let's do that end bit. Let's do something else like that again. Oh yeah. I remember this. It's like a feature somewhere that does it. But it's a piece of shit. I don't like it. Right. Cool, I'm gonna go for a smoke and then we'll come back and I'll have a listen to that and start fucking around with it a bit more. But yeah, these are all the final little bits. I really do believe they divided a good track from a great one is all the extra intricate details. There's not a lot of stuff at the moment doesn't have details, but the amount of stuff people put out super quick. I'm like Anna Malaguchi are one of my favourite acts ever, and I've been wanting their second album for so long, and it's taken them 5 years to do it, and then I heard it and was like, this sounds like it took 5 years, and it's fucking amazing. My album's actually meant to be out by now. It was meant to be coming out March time. But I heard their album and was just like, I can't release mine. I need to work on it more. And it's like I heard theirs and it's just such a intricate, like amazingly well put together piece of work. I was just like, I must do that. Like that. This is amazing what they've done. And I basically was like, I haven't worked hard enough on my stuff. Well, hard isn't the right word, but I haven't had the time to fully experience and let the songs kind of be what they are. So I gave myself another 6 months to do it. And now I'm super, super happy with how it's all coming together. And it's it's the sessions like this. I normally spend about 2 or 3 hours on each song every week. Like every couple of weeks. And just keep adding more stuff. Like today I don't really want to do this. But I have to, because the song needs finishing. And if I just release it, it's less lazy. Like, that's how you get a half-baked song that's pretty good, but doesn't have the soul. Electronic music can quite easily not have a soul, and I think it's because the artist didn't put their own soul into it. And it's not like I'm sitting here pouring my soul into this, but it's like I'm working on it and thinking about it and just kind of listening and trying stuff out. And then that's how, in my time, a small piece of me is in this song. And I've quite enjoyed sharing the entire thing with you guys, actually. You'll be able to, watch the first session. I think it went up this week. I think it's episode number 8 is when I first started writing this song. And, looking forward to finishing it up. I'm going to go smoke. feeling pretty good, guys. Ugh. And this is unmastered as well. I don't know what. If I can hope we're not going through a limiter. Sometimes I produce with a limiter on. Oh no, there is a limiter on it. Okay. Doesn't lose much. Because yeah, this to go for mastering now. So I always try to get as much energy in it as I can. Whilst also this has got some headroom, about 5 dB of headroom, I'd say. Don't know. I don't really understand. Looks like only a couple of dB really. I'm going to add in some wailing guitars. That's what I want, something nice at the end. hard skin on my finger, and it's making it getting some of those noises. I want it to be nice and sweet. That'll do. It's quite nice. That's weird. Put reverb on it, but it's not going on. Zapper! What's going on? Oh, he's eating his food. Awesome. It's the best moment as a parent when they eat their food. Just saw in the chat someone said, can I do... Oh, they've seen me do emotional. Or someone asked me to do a walkthrough of emotional. I was like, I've already done that. Yeah, I'm taking a hiatus from streaming. As I've been doing it for months now. And I need some me time in the studio to finish my album and stuff. So yeah, when I come back, I'll be... Yeah, I'll walk through some tracks. I wonder which ones. I've only really got the projects from the new album, so I'll have to see what tracks resonate with people the most, and then we can go through those. Yeah, happy to do it. Only every now and then though, because it's not very fun. See, I don't really find it very fun going back through old tracks. I get that it's interesting though, and sometimes it is interesting for me to be like, oh, hi-hats. I used to use those. But yeah, for sure. Alright. I reckon it's pretty much done. It sounds pretty done to me. Yeah, I'd have to listen without my headphones to do the final mix. But yeah, generally I'd be like, cool, that track's done, put it in a pile, and then when it comes to bouncing, I'll sit down and check through all the outboard. So I use compressors on the drums and the main mix. I have a reverb that I use on every track when I mix, and then I choose and dial in a better reverb as my main send. So I'll be kind of going through that. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Mastering, there isn't anything on this yet. There's my Ozone's not on there. SSL Fusion, which is a thing that I showed you on another video. And the 33609, which is another thing that I showed you on another video. On a somebody else run through, I think. And yeah, it's going to be one of many songs released under the Flux Pavilion moniker. Let me have a look real quick. Just because in my last stream for a little while, you know, I always like to show you guys what's going on. Best thing, yeah, I spent the entirety of my career just sitting here having all this music and stuff, and just kind of waiting for people to hear it. It's really nice to share it with a small number of you first, and I can be like, oh hey, I've written this song, and I've basically played the whole album on my stream already, and it takes the edge off massively, because now I'm not as precious about it, because it's already out there. It's already in all these videos, which is a really nice thing. I think you can be too precious about this stuff. But yeah, can't show you a high quality version, but that's the front cover of the album. We've still got some work to do on it, but yeah, that's basically it. And I'm going to have a t-shirt with that on it as well, which will be sick. But for now, we've got Frank Zappa. He's the man. But yeah. Nice. Right. I won't be back on a Monday for a while. I'll tweet you when I do. And yeah, see you guys on Fridays for my Isolation Eurorack extravaganza jams. This week I'm going to make dubstep. More specifically the rhythm style of dubstep. But yeah, I've never attempted to even make anything like dubstep on my modular. But yeah, considering that's what I assume still a large portion of my fans like dubstep, even though I don't make it really, I still recognise that it's a thing that you guys like, so I try to get it in there every now and then. I don't hate it. I guess I kind of do. I sort of hate's a really strong word, but I'm definitely not really into dubstep for what it's become, because I'm not 20 anymore. I think it really is it's like punk music. There's punk, you're feeling punk. That's kind of like what dubstep was. And jumping around and being this kind of like all the people on the front row headbanging on the rail. It's like I can get behind that, but less and less as I've got older. I can get behind it less and less, because it's just not really me. It's not. I can't be fucking bothered. It's never really me, but it's sort of that energy is something that I really connected with. And as I got older, I've been into it less and less, and now it's just something that I feel wholly disconnected with. There's still a few records like Must Die is absolutely killing it, but I love his stuff not because it's hard, but because it's interesting. And yeah, it kind of feels to me like dubstep has become a lot less interesting than it used to be, and that's kind of the draw. That's what got me into it, is hearing new shit all the time. And now it's literally hearing the same song over and over again, and it's boring to me, because if I don't have that energy connection, then it really is just the same thing over and over again, and that's like that's no fun. But if you are connecting with it on an energetic level, it's still really cool. Like, it still works for that, and it's a good thing. Like, I'm not a hater that doesn't think it should exist, but it's just, for me personally, I just don't really connect with what I used to love about the genre, I guess. And so yeah, so I don't really write so much anymore. And for me, being punk is being me, I guess. Being honest with how I feel about stuff and writing songs about love scenes between fictional 90s Japanese computer game characters. That is the epitome of punk music, as far as I'm concerned. And on that note, see you Friday, and take it easy.